All right. All uneducated psychologists here. All you sun gunners. We are going to chapter 3. Let us see what's happening here. Chapter 3. Vicky. Chapter 3. Vicky. The law of gravity was not a moral imposition on Vicky. Even she sensed subconsciously the external physical world did not always add up on the computer screen. Computer screen. On the Priverse projection. Magic frightened her stiff. The very expression of extreme circus acts drove her to cover the projection with her hands. The projection with her hands to make sure no pixels could surround her. Oh, that would be weird. Can you imagine? Oh, pixels surrounding you. That is intense. But is that really the right personality type? Okay, Vicky got stuck in her own mind as a defense mechanism and quickly became a conspiracy theorist. Okay. According to those around her, her own suspicions growing out of each customer she met. Suspicions. Look suspicious? Google says, I spelled it right. Vicky instantly convinced herself the only friend she had in the world hated her, so Vicky came up with a set of rules any friend should abide by. A thought not based in trust. A thought obviously not based in trust. The key to unlock her confused state was clear: to go on an adventure and find the closest extroverted, sensing inner child around her. These two personalities surrounded her daily experience in the Priverse, a tone subtle enough for gravitational forces to attract those two people as available for any sub-K work requested in the market. What's going on now? Canadian truckers, sub-K? Let me go to, let's put that in there. There's a story about how Canadian truckers refused to grind down their machines to produce replicating haptic gel, which replaced the need to transport goods manufactured elsewhere by humans. Working as sub-Ks. Sub-Ks? Is that how you spell sub-Ks? Let's see if that even makes sense. Sub-Ks. The plural of a sub-K. Sub-Ks, obviously. Nothing's going to pop up. Sub-Ks. Apostrophe? Would there be an apostrophe? No. Losing my mind over that, really. The key to unlock her confused state was clear: to go on an adventure and find. I already said that. At this point, you probably have asked yourself, but how did this higher dimensional consciousness form? And it is fair to ask this question, a question I will answer in time. The first question is, how could you even see a fourth dimensional anything while still remaining in the third, a concept visualized by the separation between motion film frames? It was the separated striation pattern in the solar cells and water tubes overlapping with a ratio of approximately 1 to 137. The wooden beehive design for her secluded sauna inspired. Wow, that's a transition. You can't do that on camera. Okay. I put a lot of these wooden beehives in here. I'm not sure what to do with them at this point now. Because they are sub-zero, sub-z. Sub-z. Oh no. What happened to sub-z? There is a stock. Defunct. Wow. That's... All right. Hilarious. Okay. Where is it? Where is it now? Where did I put it? What happened? Am I that confused? I just put sub-z somewhere. I just put it in Google? What am I doing? I'm losing my mind. Okay. Sub-z, yeah. The wooden beehive, sub-z. So, okay. So what we're going to do is edit, find, replace and find wooden beehive with wooden beehive sub-z, capital Z, replace all. Okay. Now we're going to find all the wooden beehive sub-z design. There's only one. All right. I'm going to have to really quickly do this for definitely. Okay, it's a Control H, and it's wooden beehive. Wooden beehive sub capital Z. Replace all. Save. And I'm going to do this for all of them real quick. It's annoying. We are on chapter 2. Oh no, we're not on chapter 2. Control H, replace all, and I can tell you almost every, this is why I'm doing it. We're on 3, so I'm going to skip 3. We're going to go to 4, Control H, replace all. Every single chapter has these wooden beehives. So if I don't put wooden beehive, replace with wooden beehive sub-Z, I will be in a world of hurt. Every single one of them has it. See, this is the thing when you write, and you're wondering, why don't you make one big file? You don't want to do that. You want to have control over what you're writing. Every single looks like, oh my gosh. Then you'll know, like, where is something, you can search it. If it's all one big file, when you search for something, you don't know, is it in this chapter? Is there software that could do it? Sure, I'm sure there's some nifty software that can do some nifty things. But I can tell you, I can't even spell. So, I can't even spell. Okay, you might be able to do a better job with the software, and it'll be helpful. What's going on? How many times is it going to replace it? I don't know what's happening. Oh, it didn't. That's weird. I'm confused. I'm whispering. ASMR? When you whisper, is that ASMR? I'm whispering. Does that feel like you're getting a mental massage, brain massage? A brain massage. So, you know what's funny about that? You can do it in a... That's hilarious. It feels like I could do it in a private, more private area. The ASMR. I don't know what I'm doing. I got a reaction to my video. Let's move on. Back to chapter 3. See what you got to do? Just to keep it consistent. The wooden beehive subsies design for her secluded sauna. Her secluded sauna and ice plunge. Plunge? Sauna and ice plunge inspired the first public sleeping pod design. How's that? Vicky, the test subject for true privacy, trumped in the face of universal consciousness. If a review were ever written about the source of truth, Gray was sure to reveal it. I. What if it's lowercase I? I was sure to reveal it. Oh my. What do you think about lowercase I? Does that make you think about it? With the ability to take many subjective identities, all right, let's do that. I'm going to replace Gray with a lowercase I. Replace all. I hope this didn't mess it up, because that could easily do that. Just mess up everything. Okay, looks okay. But you know what that means now. You got it. I'm going back to all the way back. Gray goes to I. Replace. And that was true there. That's disturbing. Control H. Gray is I. Super disturbing. I don't know if I'm messing with this whole thing badly or not. But we'll find out. How many words have... Oh, that's why. Should probably... put a space as well. Replace Gray with a space. Oh, the space is a problem now, huh? But it works there. Damn. Alright. I won't use a space. Okay. No. He's not everywhere in every freaking... But it'll be in enough places, which will be an issue. Let's do that. Gray is now just lowercase I. And is there a story out there where the narrator is a lowercase I and I don't know about it because I don't watch a million freaking TV shows. That's why I'm asking everybody on YouTube who's not watching this, but of course you are watching this, or maybe the transcript, if there is one, is being searched. Did I just whistle while I work? This isn't, again, visually appealing, or is it? This is an ASMR, me talking. I'm an extroverted thinker. That's why this helps me. So if it helps you, then we all win. Me just speaking into the void helps me because somebody could be watching. Oh yeah, go ahead and psychoanalyze it. I'm an extroverted thinker. I'm an ENTJ. This is a technique. All ENTJs out there and other extroverted thinkers, which is only one other, and I don't recall at this moment who the other extroverted thinker is, but I should know, right? So I'm going to look it up right now on my website. Who is TE user? High TE user. NISIFI TE ESTJ. That makes sense. ESTJ. That's in the philosophy quadra. I'm in the Wayfarer, the Pirates. So ESTJ is the only other TE hero. There are other TEs, but not hero. But that's someone that would benefit from this. So most politicians, except that's not something I would do because I'm an ENTJ and, well, I don't compromise. And if I do, it's not a success story where politics is the art of compromise. So that's what you would get. Kind of like Trump, ENTJ, by the way. Not a politician, even though he was the president, obviously. That's what happens when an ENTJ is in political office. He's like, I'm not leaving. It's hilarious, but that's what it is. That's exactly it. Okay, so we got two things I did. I changed the wooden beehive to wooden beehive sub Z, and Gray, who's the narrator's name, is I lowercase. So that's what I did. With the ability to, so it reads interesting. Vicky, okay, let me read. The wooden beehive sub-Z design for her secluded sauna and ice plunge inspired the first public sleeping pod designs. Vicky, the test subject for true privacy, trumped in the face of universal consciousness. If a review were ever written about the source of truth, I was sure to reveal. Lowercase I, remember that? With the ability to take many subjective identities, I, lowercase, tended to land on the trickster function more than not. Who are we talking about? Myself? So, if we're going to do a lowercase I, should I do a bold or all caps my fear of criticism reflected in the constant rejection of my inner nemesis? Might as well. We'll see if that makes sense. Okay. Desert Dagger oil had become the perfect source to synthesize sonic friction, a necessity when bringing audio waves to life. Okay? We're doing audio waves now. I feel like the Desert Dagger Agreement virtual kiosk popped up again along the side of the road. What? When did that happen and what is that? Again, I don't think we ever introduced a virtual kiosk. I mean, I know what it is, but so random. Vicky noted out loud to herself in the car. Right. The thing was a billboard geotagged to specific locations only the mayor knew about beforehand. A strange process meant to intimidate and estrange biologicals from chemical reality. Biologicals from chemical reality. Huh. It's hilarious. Redux charging station. Let me look at that real quick. What is the Redux? This is a problem. Along the side of most mountain roads in California sat a vanadium electrolyte redux storage system. Really just a light pole with a plug powered by a single solar panel on top, a giant rolled filament in the tube. The extra power not used was sold back to the grid through a power purchase agreement with the locality who installed the system. A technology already obsolete. Before getting activated. Rando. Rolling across the roadway, half-deployed GMO pine cones littered both shoulders and even the center dividing line. An obstacle course even professional drivers would not complete successfully. Vicky usually had plenty of focus in the morning, her breakfast time somewhere during high noon, which left her leaning into the future. Whatever that means. All right. We're going to go with, that's a good start. I think it's a good start for chapter 3. I know it's only been 24 minutes longer than I thought it was. So chapter 3, not as long as chapters 1 and 2. And all the rest will be progressively not as long. But all important, all the same in their importance. So with that, uneducated psychologist out.